Oh really, oh really, oh really. Goddamn. Oh really. Oh really. Oh really.
Hey yo, welcome to the You Had to Beat Her podcast. We are back.
Oh my God!
Like
officially,
we're back like the racers on Ghetto Girls earrings. Okay, we are back.
Hey yo, that's
crazy.
That's crazy. We back like four flats on the Cadillac.
Four flats on the Cadillac. Man.
Okay, all right. So I'm Animeezy, man.
Man, this is Bubs. You know what it is, man. Last time we hollered at y'all, we was in Latrobe. We were doing our thing out there with the Steelers, and the first quarter of football season, and we got too much stuff to talk about.
We got way too much stuff to talk about. Bub, we thought we had a lot of expectations.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For the Steelers coming into it.
Yeah.
How does it look now?
Well, I have to start with a boycott that's happening, right? So I heard there's a boycott on the Toronto Raptors, the Vancouver Grizzlies, or Vancouver Canucks, and the Grizzlies. They gone anyway. Canadian bacon, maple syrup, anything related to Canada. We are boycotting everything related to Canada. Okay, that's what we doing right now. That's what's wrong with the season. That's what's wrong with. I'm gonna bring it back. I'm sorry, but that's what's wrong.
So the nigga that gets raped by mermaids is messing up bad right now.
Look, they had a Fire Canada chant at the Penguins game.
At the Penguins?
At the Penguins.
I did not see that at the Penguins.
These cats are saying Fire Canada on every platform we can get.
If I go into the art museum,
Fire Canada, this is a Fire Canada exhibit. Like blowing bubble screens and reverses and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what's wrong with this dude. It's been repetitive for the last 3 years.
We wanted Fichtner out so bad.
Yes.
But we was like, put in Canada. He got the praise. And it was jet sweep after jet sweep after jet sweep. And we were like, okay, we were wrong. Fichtner, you ain't that bad. But we don't want you back either.
Yeah, really. Or Todd Haley.
But people were talking about Todd Haley, like, you know what I'm saying, like you want him back. So
I even said it.
I'm going to pose this question. We know the Steelers aren't going to do this, right? Mm-hmm. But this is our dream. Who would you replace him with right now? Because if he goes, someone has to take the helm in the middle of the season.
Okay, so I'm gonna break it down like this, so everybody can understand, so we can chop this fable. You know what I mean? Hey, like Loaded Luck said, you gonna love it. Who did we get Mike Tomlin from?
We got from Tampa. Oh, Minnesota. From Minnesota.
Yeah. But he was a stable at Tampa. Yeah. He's the Super Bowl winning coach
in Tampa.
So why don't we go fishing? Reel his ass back home. From Tampa.
Byron Leftwich.
Cordell Stewart, -5.
You can't even say that because Leftwich, he ran like he had sand in his shoes. This dude could not scramble or nothing. Even with Jacksonville, he got replaced by David Garrard because David Garrard could actually move. Like,
yeah.
Like he called plays with 2 left feet. Isn't it funny how like the mediocre players be like the best coaches?
Yes, very true. Because Byron Leftwich was never a good player.
He was average. Like he as a starter with Jacksonville, I think he even beat the Steelers one time or two.
All right, so look, if you imagine a girl with a pretty face, no ass. I want to talk to you. No.
How pretty we talking though? And then you have to be like, all right, is it cheek level on inverted? Is it just like an extra long back? Or just real long thighs? Like which one is it? It's a difference.
It's like big thighs, no ass.
Oh man.
Yeah, like that type of yeah.
So your belly button broke out more than your booty did. That's wild.
We're gonna call them booty dude. Get booty. And why do we call you booty dude? Because your face look better than your booty dude.
Hey, man. Classic.
I'm a legend. But OC wise, and for real, we already wasted a week because we're in the bye week right now.
Yeah.
We're 3-2. It is a bullshit 3-2.
It's a lucky 3-2.
Yeah. Like it's almost okay. And I'm gonna say this on camera. Kenny.
Ooh. You addressing the homie straight on? All right, bet.
I have to draw back from being a fan of you.
That's heavy.
For the simple fact of I seen the backlash that you've been getting, which I don't listen to everybody else's backlash because if you want to talk about
he doesn't believe me. He really doesn't. He go hard for you too, man.
Pause. Yeah, pause. Pause. All right, so every 85% of his throws is throwing out of a hit. Okay?
Yeah.
But you don't read your progressions right. I don't think you know how to. Ben had the same problem of not knowing how to read a defense.
That's an unpopular opinion, or observation, but I think it's an accurate one as well. He said about Ben. I think it's accurate.
It's very accurate. Like you got to figure if you give Ben Roethlisberger, right, mediocrity, like a Juju Smith-Schuster as your number one wide receiver.
Definition of.
You feel what I'm saying? If you give Chase Claypool as your number 2,
He's below mediocre. Okay.
He doesn't. Yeah, he's okra. He's like
He's okra.
He's not oatmeal. He's okra. He's not grits.
No seasoning. Seasonless okra is what he is.
But see, you give him mediocrity, a Hall of Fame quarterback can go 9-8.
Good point.
You feel what I'm saying?
Good point. Yeah.
But if you put him with Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell,
he looks a lot better.
Now, but Kenny Pickett has a way better personnel than Ben did his last 2 years.
Oh, absolutely. But don't forget also, he had Kendrick Green his last year. They did Ben dirty. They had Kendrick Green as his last hurrah as center. Did him dirty. Steelers, you did Ben dirty. Look, I'm not the hugest Ben fan, but I'm not a Ben hater. Y'all did Ben dirty his last year getting him Kendrick Green.
Yeah.
That was foul. He deserved he deserved better than that on his last go round.
He looked like an overweight midget.
That's exactly what he is.
Yeah, he's an overweight midget.
But he is a midget with a height advantage. Yeah. That's what it is.
He got baptized in eggnog. Yeah, like, dude. I have to cuss out somebody. Okay. I have to cuss him out.
Okay.
Najee, you are a dog.
He gave him the title. He gave him the belt.
A band belt. You have a band belt. BAN band belt. Yeah, we're going to get. That's a segment. How are you a star running back, a number one round draft pick? You know what I'm saying? And a walk-on is doing 10 times better than you.
I don't know if it's 10 times, and also, we know the line's poor.
Super poor.
We know the line's poor.
How do you get worse? That's what I don't get. How do you get worse?
Well, I do understand that.
All right, so expound, please.
Last year, it took them half a season for that line to gel that was very, as you call it, okra.
Very okra.
No seasoning, straight okra.
Very okra.
But when they did gel, they began to look like something. And they didn't get hurt. So there was no interruption in their growth together.
So the coochie started looking like lunch meat?
Loose meat sandwich. But this year, this line, right? Even though they got better personnel.
Way better personnel.
They haven't gelled. You have to know how to communicate who plays better up here. And, what we're going to do in this stump, we're going to do in this twist. hey, this Mike is blitzing. They had to learn each other's style, each other's steps. Everyone, different heights, different gaits when they take different steps.
Yeah.
They're learning each other. So hopefully after this bye, we get something reminiscent of last year after the bye, where we went with 7-2.
7-2.
And hopefully Kenny get it together.
Yes, Kenny, you need to get it together, bro. Like, you out here looking like Julia Roberts with facial implants. Like, it's crazy. Like, you look good before, but now all of a sudden you got face implants. You just look.
I mean, he's a pretty woman, right? Yes, it is Julia Roberts. Still a hooker. Still a hooker.
I'm not going to put him in a bad category.
He's not bad. He's not, because we've seen the good. We've seen flashes. We've seen the good. We've seen the good that he can do.
He's not the Canon camera. He's definitely the Polaroid where you could take the film out and throw it away.
Yeah.
He can still take a picture. One of those. You have to put it in water to develop it, shit. You know what I mean? Like, perfect example.
On this.
Perfect example. Okay, so you put him in the water to develop. Mike Tomlin put him in the water to develop, but he's just not developing right. It's taking longer than usual. Like, if you put it this way, what quarterbacks do we have in the league that came in their first year and started? So we got Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
We got Kenny.
Mm-hmm. We got Burrow. Herbert. Now I can't say Tua because Tua didn't start early. He got.
Did Lamar start? Did he take Flacco's spot?
He took it first year. Yeah, he came in later on in the year.
Okay.
Flacco was trash.
Okay, so with that being said, those quarterbacks came in and finally adjusted.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Dak. I think Dak came in for Tony Romo. Okay, well, never mind. Dallas sore spot. But hey, I like Dallas now. We'll go back to that later on. We'll go back to why I like them.
Jeez, you like Dallas?
I love them.
Why?
They keep losing. I love them lose.
All right, so what are the 3 teams you hate the most in NFL history?
Oh, Dallas, and Dallas.
Oh shit!
No, I'll take it back. So it goes in this order: New England forever. Okay.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah. Dallas, and there's a third team. There's only 2 teams I really hate. Now I'll cheer hard against the Ravens, but I respect them.
You have to respect them.
You know what I'm saying?
People say
Cleveland.
The mistake by the lake?
The mistake by the goddamn lake.
Okay.
They should have been aborted by New York.
Mine would be New England, number 1.
Yeah.
Jacksonville. Jacksonville.
All right. Expound on that. What's up?
Jacksonville is Steelers' kryptonite. For some reason.
True.
Some reason.
That's true.
We could not beat the Jags it doesn't matter. Blake Bortles,
Byron Leftwich, David Garrard, when they
don't matter.
Who when they had Fred Taylor, you know what I'm saying? Who was their I'm trying to remember who
Jalen Ramsey was back there.
Yeah, that team. Yeah, Bill Cowher was coach and he couldn't beat them in like
Yeah.
And they had a huge front four back then, man. Their front four was crazy.
I hate them. I hope, like you said, they have explosive bowel syndrome. I hope
each one of them like accidentally eat some X-Lax and just don't stop pooping. They just can't.
Yeah, my third team, and this is like my least favorite team of all times. I don't even think they should be around anymore. The Chicago Bears.
Dang.
I think they're okay. Now I'm gonna give dude his credit.
Come on, they stuck like it was Green Bay and Chicago. They were playing 1-on-1 in the FL. In the FL football league. It had no A or N to it. It was just the FL. They started it. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. Green Bay need to be throwing the ball
Like
to themselves.
Like they didn't even have leather helmets then. These motherfuckers just retarded. They were just hitting each other. That's Chicago was doing. I mean, it still got some residual PTSD from that.
Right.
But you can't. They started the league.
Green Bay needed to throw to themselves. Like that's just I disrespect them. They need to be cremated and just in a wind. Like, you know what I mean? They need to be like somebody need to go to Chicago, right? Mm-hmm. At their field and Thanos the shit.
Hey, know what happened though? Know the downfall was?
What?
They fired Lovie Smith.
True.
They fired Lovie Smith after a 10-7 playoff season in the Super Bowl run.
Hold on.
And they ain't been good since.
No, but think about this though. Think about how disrespectful you gotta be to do some shit like this.
When you don't win.
That and when you hire Matt Nagy and think he's like the best thing since sliced bread. That's number one. And then you go in the draft and move up.
He knows how to do it. His last name was Gross. Rex Grossman.
Yeah, facts.
Rex Grossman. They thought Khalil Mack was too expensive. They got rid of him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Who else they got rid of to do what they thought was too expensive? They got rid of the best players on their defense.
Yes, they did.
Because they were too expensive. Right now, they can't buy a win. They can't buy a vowel.
And what are they 1-4 right now? Yeah. 1-5? No, they're 1-5.
They're 1-5. They're so bad they can't even die. They can't afford a funeral. They are horrible.
Look. That's why the C is like that. They be like, see yourself that way because you're garbage, yo. But see, this is how disrespectful they are, right? You move up in a draft you had Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes.
Who they get?
Mitchell Trubisky. Who? Mitchell Trubisky. Yo, they moved up. They passed go and collected $200.
Man, they did. And
to do nothing.
Hey, yo, shout out to Mitchell because he done fleeced the league.
Yeah, he did. He did.
And yo, he parlayed his non-talent for all these years.
Everywhere.
He got Chicago, got the Bills, now he got the Steelers for 2 years straight. Like,
yo, he's the look, statistically, he's the highest paid backup in the league.
And he's not worth any of it.
Yo, you know what that's like? You remember how I said pass go and $200?
Yeah.
All right, he pass go and collect $200 like 3 times. Okay, with Chicago, Bills, and Steelers. This nigga ain't buy no property.
Not there. He keep getting the free parking. Like this dude go from go to free parking and back to go again. Like how we do this? Yeah. Right? But there's people in the league though that are truly just collecting the check and then fleece the league.
Yeah.
And one person is Dak Prescott. Ever since Dak Prescott got that money, got that raise, he's been folding.
Dallas fans, I'm sorry, but I'm not.
At all.
Y'all believe in this man for what reason? For what?
Dak Prescott is the DJ Khaled of the NFL.
Damn!
Every time they throw a pass, an interception, and another one.
And then another one. Who is saving y'all? I can't say nothing. Fuck. Why can't I make this argument?
What?
Because who keeps saving them? Their fucking defense.
Their defense.
Who keeps saving us?
Our defense. Our defense is our best offense. If the defense don't score, you know what? We're gonna come right back to the Steelers because we have a bone to pick.
Yeah, yeah.
So our greatest offense is our defense. If Highsmith don't pass the ball to T.J. Watt for 2 games, we lose against the Browns, and we lose against the who was the people? The Ravens. The Raiders. The Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey yo, this is what happens. Highsmith come around, get the strip sack, And he passed the ball to T.J. Watt, and he runs down the street. That's the pass. And he's the quarterback.
Right.
He got 2 complete passes that changed the game. One was for a touchdown. That's what I'm saying. I call them passes.
Two of the best pass rushers in the league.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard to be elusive with them 2 at the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Very hard. But see, this is my thing. If you write this on paper, I just want to go down a Akashore, the shore, and smack every single one of you. I don't understand. Like, look, we write this down on paper. Mm-hmm. We have Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, Kenny.
Najee Harris. We have George Pickens. Mm-hmm. Deontay Johnson. Mm-hmm. Allen Robinson.
Hey, Rob. He can't get away anymore, but he still has short hands and a big body.
Hey, he's the reason for us winning 2 games.
He catches in significant moments.
Bro, look. You can roll 7-11 on dice all the time and not roll any numbers.
Okay.
So when you roll 7, he's rolling 7 every time he catches it.
Yeah, he gets
7-11 every time he catches it. I don't care if you hit numbers or not. GP is our hit numbers guy.
Third and 5, A-Rob's a bucket. 3rd and 7, A-Rob is a bucket.
Hey, while somebody's hitting him.
While somebody held on to the ball.
There's 3 people. There's 3 people coming down. There's a corner. There's a free safety, and then there's a linebacker all hitting him at the same time, and he holds on to the ball. He's tough, very tough. You know what I mean? He's missing a patch off of his head. He's starting to look like Rasheed Wallace.
Hey, don't talk about my homie, man. Hey, ball don't lie, bro. Ball don't lie. Coming off the bat, what do you think they will do?
Well, for me, I don't think that they're getting rid of Matt Canada.
No, he's not in the middle of the season.
Not now.
That would not be prudent, right? If they get rid of Matt Canada in the middle of the season, that's actually giving up on the season. Letting y'all know.
Because it's kind of hard to let go of your game plan that initially got you where you at.
Yep.
Rather than get another OC in there that can teach you something completely different, and it confuses people. Mm-hmm. Like it really does. If you put red and yellow up to a baby, they're not going to tell the difference unless you show one at a time. You know what I mean? So
that OC cannot bring in this terminology.
Correct.
Because, it takes a while, it takes weeks, months. To put in your offense and terminology. So getting rid of Canada right now will be difficult. Now they do have an offensive.
Let's just put it this way. Have you ever played Mike Tyson's Punch Out and try to fight Mike Tyson without knowing his moveset?
Yeah, that uppercut's gonna take you out early.
I'm just saying.
You're gonna get hit with his gap teeth. That's
the equivalent of putting a new OC in.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna miss assignments. Kenny's not gonna know what he's doing. Now, I think there's one thing that they need to do personally for them to be better. That O-line needs to tighten up.
Of course.
Because that dictates everything. Mm-hmm. You put it this way. Lamar Jackson got average 4 to 5 seconds to throw the ball. Mm-hmm. Brock Purdy, 4 to 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? 4 to 5 seconds.
These guys are standing straight up and down. Yeah.
Right. Kenny got 2.3 to let go of this ball. Now, is Kenny accurate? Sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes. As bad as Canada is, Kenny most of the time isn't doing him any favors either. Mm. And we all saw that one play where he had Hayward in the back of the corner end zone.
Yes, and he threw it to A-Rod. Yep.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
And double coverage.
So he was butt neck with a G-string and he missed it.
Fact. Nipple out and everything.
Everything, man. Looking like
he even plucked it. Right here. I'm just saying, but that's how open he was.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
So coming off the bow, we may have Hayward back on the D-line.
Oh, yeah, dope.
And we're getting
Pat Frymouth, too.
Pat Frymouth, McFarley coming back for special teams.
Ooh.
Because we know how...
And he's third-string running back.
You saw how Gunner was doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also... Deontay. So with those potential returns, what do you say? Okay, yeah, I'm over here. Go do your thing, homie.
I'm sorry, Deontay. Come back. Okay, so this is my explanation. Okay, you as a number one receiver, I don't think you're that number one receiver. I think George Pickens is
Talent-wise.
Yeah.
Or potential.
Lengthwise. Yeah. Ooh.
Pause. Hey, as in words of Mace, that's crazy.
My fault. Damn, I can't even say that. Like, oh my Lord. Okay, so how tall you are? Okay. I think George has a better catch radius, a combat catch. You know what I'm saying? He can run in stride better than you. But your route running is impeccable.
Elite.
So we need a distraction. Like, honestly, we need a distraction for George Pickens to have those one-on-ones. Because we've seen him, speaking of which, applaud to Kenny, yo, for audible in that, Randy. Oh, my God.
Well, you know what? This is what I heard, though. He didn't audible the route. He audible the protection.
The shift left.
Yeah. To buy him more time.
Correct.
So he's not, no one's going to be
because he's seen the cover zero. He's seen the cover zero. He was like George Pickens on Marlon Humphreys. Now, me being me, I'd have been scared to throw it to Marlon Humphreys. Oh, I'd have been annoyed.
But he's coming off an injury, right?
That's true.
You know?
Foot injury. Yeah, and that can impact your gameplay.
That's right. They both probably seen something during the game like, yo, homie ain't got it.
Yeah, right. He lost a step.
Yeah, look, he's probably fatigued. It was late in the game.
And then George Pickens, ain't no telling, you know what I mean? Because we have not seen George Pickens run the routes that he's been running this year.
Because he's been number 2, and he's been sending him on go route.
Right.
So now with the addition or the re-addition of Deontay Johnson, when Deontay was in the game last year, and earlier this year, he was getting the majority of the targets.
Yes, he was.
And now that he's been out, GP has been getting the majority of the targets.
And you know what?
So what should they do? Should they go back to throwing the ball as being Deontay having the number one option because he's going to get open? The one thing about Deontay, I don't care who's on him. He's going to give him that Chad Ocho shimmy, and he's going to find a space somewhere.
Yeah. And he's doubled. And he's doubled half the time.
So dropping back, you see open. We look at GP, you see coverage, but he's even open when he's covered.
Right.
So what do you do when you're Kenny?
Kenny, I would keep GP at 1. I would. I mean, that's just me personally. I'm not saying that's the right thing, but what I'm saying is if I'm throwing a 50-50 ball anywhere on the field against 32 teams in the NFL, I'm having GP catch it 85% of the time. I have Deontay catching it 3% of the time because he's not that physical.
So look, so I'm gonna give this example, and please, people, don't think I'm comparing Jerry Rice and T.O. with Deontay and George Pickens. I am not. Okay, so
just an example, people.
So
don't fire us.
This was a record-breaking day for T.O.
Right.
It was also Jerry Rice Day in San Francisco. But what the Bears did, it happened on the Bears, is a shame. They got a record broken on the Bears. So,
trash. Told you.
Bear back mountain. Doubled and tripled and bracketed Jerry Rice all game.
Yeah.
Jeff Garcia threw 20 catches to T.O., who was having a drop year. When he led the league in drops.
Right.
But that game, he caught 20 passes and set an NFL record until Brandon broke it.
Brandon Marshall
broke it. He had 21.
Right.
Hey, shout out to the homie from Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. Shout out to the homie.
Yeah, and he from the east side, too.
He from the east side. So, you know what I'm saying?
He from the east side. East side shit.
Or
east side stuff. Excuse me. Sorry.
So even with that being said, it's how Jerry Rice was covered, but they threw the majority of the balls to T.O. That could still happen with Deontay
Very
and
much
GP.
so.
You know what I'm
so.
saying? Like, oh, guess what? Deontay might be the one. Hey, I'm gonna keep throwing to him. And George is a big dude.
Very.
Pause.
He's 6'4".
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's not slight. So he's gonna give someone problems throughout the day.
He is.
They're gonna get tired of covering him.
And then they're going to get tired of covering Deontay because
they gotta chase him all day. I mean, they're gonna try to run after you, dog.
If you rewind the Flash, that's what Deontay Johnson is. From front to back.
That's Deontay.
George Pickens really can't do that, but he is mad aggressive.
But they're really working on, like, I'm hearing Mike Tomlin is really trying to work on him being an overall receiver.
But do you know who was at the practice, though?
Who?
That was working
with San Antonio?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was working with George Pickens. I seen that and I said,
Tone Brown -1.
He's better than Andre Rison.
Yeah, Rison's kind of straight.
You will always catch a stray from me or us. And you will always catch that.
You said you better than Jerry. Dude,
you won't ever get away from that. You said you were better than Jerry. You ain't better than the new dude, Puka Panua.
He sure ain't.
He ain't better than him.
I didn't even know he got drafted for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, oh, I heard a new dude. Somebody in my fantasy, I'm like, oh, somebody got him already. Yeah.
I just Google his house, walk over, knock on the door, and if he's upset, I'm going to be like, what's wrong? He's going to be like, I think I'm better than Jerry. And then I'm going to look him square in the eye and say, you need some TLC?
I mean, yeah, you brought that up from the ash. Yeah. Great pun.
Touche. I don't even want to mess that up by saying something. That was just too great. We should get a plaque behind me.
We got that. Yeah, that's a good one.
I think the Steelers need to keep George Pickens as number one.
Okay.
Deontay, what do you think?
I think he should be number one option. Still, I do think he should be number one option. And keep the players going to him. But the issue is the route combinations that Matt Canada has been doing has been very elementary.
Very scripted.
I mean, every play is scripted, but it's not complicated. It feels no defense.
No, you know how you watch a movie and you know what somebody's going to say before they say it? Like if you watch a Spike Lee movie, you're like, all right, here comes the zoom in face. Yeah. Somebody being a narrator. There's a message at the end of the movie. You watch a Jordan Peele film, you just don't know.
You don't.
You ever seen Get Out in the Dark?
I thought it was called The Dark and Get Out. You know, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was the other way around.
Jordan Peele used to come to the Steelers, put Byron Leftwich head in Kenny Pickett's head so he can, organize.
Get the tea. Have his face. He be like,
Kenny. But then there's one more ingredient that we need.
Okay.
Because, we like chicken, but we don't like to eat barbecue chicken all the time. We like lemon pepper. We like lemon pepper too.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pat Freiermuth is the lemon pepper.
We didn't even talk about Pat.
Pat Freiermuth is the lemon pepper. We need to utilize, he is just as good, and I don't care what y'all say. He is just as good as Travis Kelce. He is just as good as George Kittle. He is just as good as Mark Andrews. And he might be better than Darren Waller.
I think Darren Waller is probably the most gifted.
I think
tight end in the league.
You ever see a nigga melt a perk 30 on a spoon?
Look, I seen him on the pivot. And he's like, that dude did all them drugs?
Yeah.
And God bless you, Darren. One, that was an inspiring podcast you did with the Pivot. That was inspiring.
But you know what? But no. I gotta expound on that because this is mental health awareness.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I was on perks too. Mm-hmm. A lot of people didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? When I got shot, you know what I'm saying, I was on medication that kept me, you know what I mean, cool. But then when I got took off the medication, I started popping pills. And I had to learn how to get off of it, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, man, shout out. That is hard to do. It's very hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's people out there right now strung out on drugs because of they don't have the willpower to get off. They feel like they're dependent on that.
Listen, man, Aldon Smith. You know what I'm saying? He was a star outside linebacker drafted by the Niners, and I think he went to the Raiders and stuff like that.
Right.
He could not stop drinking. I don't know if he had a weed problem too, but he could not stop. He couldn't, no matter what he couldn't stop. You know. And for Darren Waller to go through what he went through, go from one team to the next team, get clean, and still be in the league, I applaud the heck out of you, man. That if y'all have not checked that out. Check out the Pivot podcast. Darren Waller, I think he has 2 interviews with them. Inspiring. Check that out.
You know what else is inspiring?
What?
Le'Veon Bell smoking weed during every day.
Look,
he was high.
At my high school, we went to Tennessee championships. Everybody was high. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know.
That needs to be incorporated because he's a better route runner than some wide receivers out there.
No lie. No lie.
He could run a whip route better than a slave owner. Like,
he whipped better than Salito, huh?
Yeah, let's argue. Yeah.
All right. He said, let's argue.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Levi Wallace sucks. Very bad. Very, very bad. He's getting cooked. You know how much he's getting cooked more than oodles and noodles in the projects.
That's a lot of cooking. That's a lot of cooking.
And they know to attack him every time. They know to attack him.
So you saying he the only one? So you saying the future Hall of Famer? It started with him. It started with him. Brandon Ayuk was like, oh, Hall of Famer day.
He's been getting cooked though.
I'm getting cooked.
Levi Wallace has been getting.
Wait, hold up. Half of those drops, because what? The Ravens dropped 4 passes that could have potentially been touchdowns, right?
That's a fact.
2 of them.
Your titty milk.
2 of them was on Patrick P. The other 2 was on Levi. No, one was Levi Wallace, the other one was on Sullivan. All 3 of them getting cooked. Okay, now look, we had beef. We had a solid argument going back and forth between who was worse, Levi or Patrick Peterson. And
Levi.
And Levi. At that time, Patrick Peterson was worse, and Levi still got more picks than Pat. But right now,
it's Levi.
All 3 of them are done. I need Joey Porter Jr.
That's what we agree on.
That I need him because you know what happened to Joey Porter Jr.? He was getting torched and abused and trafficked all through summer camp by George Pickens. So now he has corner trauma, and you can only beat him if you got a GP on you. You got number 14, he's only losing to 14.
Hold on, first interception on Lamar Jackson.
And O.D. Beckham.
And Odell Beckham.
Hey, this is his first interception in 4 years because he didn't get 1 in college.
His ACL is made out of styrofoam. he just snaps every time. Every time he's in the game.
I feel bad about Odell, man. I'm hurt. I feel bad about Odell.
He talks shit about Baker Mayfield. You see what Baker doing down Tampa right now?
That's slightly better.
Hey, hold on. Who's a better wide receiver core? what Cleveland had with Landry
look, that Cleveland cool, that was better. Cleveland was definitely better. You're right. And they had the GOAT running game with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. You know what I'm saying? And a dope O line. Like they're off. For real, on paper, they were good. For like 2 years, that Cleveland team really should have competed for a championship.
They should at least won the AFC North at least once with the team they had on paper.
But it's hard to win when you don't got a daddy. When you're in a city without a daddy. Okay?
No. They got a stepdad.
Who they stepdad?
We are. We got stepdaddy.
Hey yo, when Ben Roethlisberger got more wins than any other quarterback in Cleveland.
But you know why? You know why he did that? Because he wanted to go to
they passed him up.
They passed him up. He was like, okay, I'm gonna torture y'all for 20 years.
He gonna kill him. He gonna kill him.
And that's just crazy. So I think our O-line needs to be better.
Yeah.
They need to start Broderick Jones off of Dan Moore. He's
left tackle. He's titty. And let's move Dan Moore to right tackle because Chooks' his butt.
Yeah. Or trade for somebody.
But who you gonna get mid-season that's gonna be at least mediocre?
Trade who?
Mitchell Trubisky.